What's up, guys? It's Munch818. Welcome to Week 2 predictions. To start this week's predictions, we are going to be recapping last week, so let's get right into it. We have Ghost versus NRG, the most convincing win on the NA side in my opinion. Ghost winning one of the games, but NRG beating them 3-1. Next highlight, we have Splice versus Ghost. This was an absolutely crazy game, as me and almost everyone else had Ghost winning, but Splice ended up upsetting Ghost in a game 5. Next highlight, we have Triple Trouble versus the Bricks. Everyone predicted the Bricks to win, but Speed, playing from North America, he's currently on vacation in Atlanta, and he did not play nearly as well as anyone expected him to. A lot of people think that does play in a little bit, and I don't really know how the team chemistry is going to be about this from here on out. Next, we have Mouse versus TSM. A very solid series for Mouse, but TSM ended up coming on top. Then we have Vitality versus PSG, pretty much easily set clean, 3-1. Vitality played really well. And then we have Mouse versus Triple Trouble. Everyone predicted Mouse to actually lose, but if you see in my ranking videos, I ranked Mouse higher than I ranked Triple Trouble. So that was the vote, and the viewer vote actually picked Triple Trouble to beat them. I think about 75% of you guys voted for Triple Trouble to beat Mouse, and you guys were wrong. And then Dignitas versus, oh lord, FCB. I got it here on my notes. Let's see what it means. FC Barcelona. I don't know what the FC stands for, but football club maybe? Football Club Barcelona. That's what I'm going to call them. Playing Dignitas, everyone had Dignitas, maybe even sweeping, but an easy win for Dignitas. And FC Barcelona came out and 3-1 Dignitas. So, sitting at the top of the standings in EU, we have TSM, Renault Vitality, and FC Barcelona all set up and ready to go on the EU side. And then on the NA side, obviously undefeated, we have NRG, C9, and G2, and EG. Again, so pretty standard, pretty much what we expected. A couple upsets, as you can see, I went 6-5. Definitely worse than I expected. I thought this was going to be a pretty straightforward week, except for my upset of the week, Rogue versus EG. But it was crazier than expected, so let's continue this, and hopefully I get above 500, because I really don't want a bucket of ice water on my head. If you don't understand the game, or you don't understand any of these weird colors on the screen, go check out my last video. I explain it all in the beginning, and I do talk about my predictions if we are doing it. Now, let's get right into this week's coming predictions. The first match of this week is G2 versus Rogue. G2 and Rogue, Kronovi's former and new roster, both are looking very promising this season. G2 is looking to make a LAN run, while Rogue is probably just looking for the regional playoffs. G2 is a very solid roster, and Kronovi's really sad about leaving them. He's talked about how there's kind of a little bit of bad blood between the two now. He doesn't really enjoy how he was kicked off. He didn't even hear it from anyone on the G2 side. He heard it from his girlfriend, who heard it from someone else. So that's just a huge long chain. Kronovi's mad. Kronovi's got to show up, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think G2's going to show up. Ghost versus Cloud9. Cloud9, I've touched on it before. Cloud9's not the greatest roster right now. I think they had a little bit of struggles last week. They beat Splice in 3 overtimes. Not really sure of themselves. I feel like half the time they were playing Splice's game, and when they were winning, they were playing their game, and I feel like they just have to do that now. They will get into the rhythm of things, where Ghost last week, they looked horrible. They went out against NRG, obviously NRG, the best in North America right now, in my opinion, and many others' opinions. They went out, they at least beat them in a game, so I'm very happy with that. But they lost to Splice, which is not what I was looking for. I was looking for a 3-1 win, maybe even a 3-2 win against Splice, but it's just not happening, and I have to pick Cloud9. Space Station Gaming versus Evil Geniuses. Now, a lot of you are saying, Ian, how could you put Space Station Gaming so low? I ranked them 8. If you didn't check out my roster moves or my season predictions, go check them out right here. I did all my rankings for who I thought was going to be good. But I did say that throughout my weekly predictions, things are going to be changing. I will admit, Space Station Gaming is a solid team. I do now believe that they do not deserve the 8th role in the power rankings. Power rankings, I have them 5th, 6th, definitely not 8th. I do believe that they're a solid team, but I just can't personally put them above EG, especially because EG looked pretty dang good last week, and I'm really happy with their performance with Drippe. They looked good, and I'm happy with it. I have EG winning. Splice versus NRG, this is a no-brainer. This is my lock pick. NRG versus Splice. NRG, an easy match for them. Splice probably looking like one of the worst teams right now, and NRG, in my opinion, the undisputed best. So, I got NRG. Now I have G2 with G2 and EG. Obviously, tons of matches between these two rosters. A little bit of, I don't know if it's a rivalry going, but they've always been kind of competing for that 3rd, 4th spot. And honestly, I think G2 has come out on top before. I think G2's move was way better than EG's move. I think Chicago, obviously there's going to be a little bit of tension. Maybe a little bit of craziness going on with Chicago leaving EG. Now he's got to play EG. I do think G2 has 2 big matches this week. I think if they can put their emotions aside and they can win these 2, beat Rogue, beat EG, they solidify themselves as still being in the top 3 in North America. And I do believe that puts them in a strong contention with C9 and NRG at the top of the region. Now, that's all for NA picks. Let's get to EU picks. So, Vitality versus FC Barcelona. I do have FC Barcelona winning. FC Barcelona came out last week and demolished Dignitas. Dignitas couldn't even take 2 games off. They looked so good. I've never seen a rookie team like this. This is kind of a remembrance of what Cloud9 was like, because remember in Season 3, they didn't make it. So in Season 4, Gimmick and Squishy were both rookies. Now, obviously, FC Barcelona isn't a lot of rookies, but it's kind of a new roster. All 3 of these guys, Alpha's never been in the RLCS, Devo and Bluey haven't been in the RLCS since Season 5, it's now Season 7. I do think that the break really treated these guys well because they're looking like an absolutely great roster, and I could see these guys in good championship contention. For this next one, I picked Dignitas over PSG. I think it's very easy to say PSG is toward the lower end of the European standings, and I do put them there, and I have Dignitas in the number 2, number 3 space. I do think Dignitas is going to take this one quite handily. I'm looking for a big bounce back from last week, and I'm looking for them to kind of get the momentum back by beating up on a smaller team like PSG. Now, with our next prediction, we have Triple Trouble versus TSM. TSM, a very solid roster, along with Triple Trouble. Triple Trouble did really well. They beat Mouse Sports, and I'm really proud of them for that. Triple Trouble did a very solid job, and I'm kind of shocked on how well they did. Triple Trouble, I do think, will have a close series with TSM, but honestly, I don't even see it going to Game 5. I think they will put up a fight in the games that they do lose, and they will obviously, I have them winning 1 game, so I do think it will be pretty solid. Now, we have the upset of the week. Sorry, the red is kind of covering a little bit of the Dignitas Vitality thing. It's a little bit showing up. Nah, I don't know. I just didn't crop the image right. Mouse Sports versus the Bricks. Obviously, we know who's the underdog. We have Mouse Sports. I think Mouse Sports is going to win. Mouse Sports looked great last week, but they're not yet proven. I think that Flipside or the Bricks might have a little bit of problems. Maybe there's a little bit of roughness with the team chemistry because Speed was in North America this whole time. So I think scrims might be coming back, and the Bricks might look for a late, like 3 versus 6, 5 versus 4 upset in the regional playoffs. But at least for right now, I personally can't put the Bricks beating any team because their scrim results haven't been there. Their 3rd was in North America last week. I just don't know how it's going to work out. And then obviously that means my last vote of the week will be the fan vote. Dignitas versus Vitality. Vote right here. Vote right here. Make sure you guys all vote, and I will see you all next time. Peace out. I'm gonna take my horse.